It is the 1 dog year anniversary of the famous Wedge jet ski incident. So today, I'm gonna be going over it for everyone. That's right, 7 years ago, a couple took a rented jet ski into this behemoth of a wave, and they lived to tell the tale. I was in the area during this time, working on boats, so I'm gonna go over exactly what happened and some of the lore of the things that transpired after the fact. So let's jump right into it. For those unfamiliar, the Wedge is a surf spot located in Newport Beach, California, right here below Los Angeles. And what it is back in the 1930s, they wanted to make this harbor a lot safer. So they went ahead and they built these big protruding jetties. Now what they did on accident was the angle of this west jetty right here, when a south swell rolls in, it bounces off that jetty perfectly and combines with the wave behind it, creating a wedge. This created an infamous surf spot for people in Southern California, and in the beginnings of summer, towards the end of summer, south swells roll in from Mexico and they create massive swells that bring huge crowds to the beach. This is some footage of what some of these waves look like, and also you could see all the videographers and everyone that come to watch this thing. It creates a Coliseum type arena for people to come and watch these surfers fling themselves off the top of these mountains. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with this story, this couple decided to go mountain climbing at the Wedge with the jet ski that they rented from Balboa Water Sports right here in Newport Beach. I highly recommend them. I know them personally. They got the rental from here, which is located right here in the Balboa Fun Zone. And the reason why this is important is because they give these people directions on what they're supposed to do. And what they're supposed to do is they go out of the harbor, they exit the Wedge over here, and they're supposed to go west. And by going west, it takes them up this part of the peninsula, which is covered in sand, which is safe for them in case they have any issues. Now, the Wedge is located right here at the harbor mouth entrance, which is what the Lifeguards went on record of saying is what happened is they were looking for the harbor entrance and they went in a little too early and ended up at the Wedge. Now, I haven't seen anyone else do this, so I don't know if that's really the case. But it's pretty obvious to get into this harbor. It's a very big harbor. Either way, this couple ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time, as you can see by this footage. It was a big day in May, and this couple decided to cruise on into the surf zone. They notice almost immediately that they're about to get crushed by this massive wave, which coincidentally happened to be during a set too, which is just worst case scenario for the Lifeguards. They appear to bail off the jet ski early here, which I think probably saved their life. You can see that Lifeguard already running. Jet ski is left up on the rocks, but the people are actually in the water, which is a far safer place to be. I know that sounds a little absurd because there's big waves coming, but they have life jackets on, and if they were on the rocks there, they would be pushed against them and injured almost immediately. You could see them in the water here struggling, but the Lifeguards are already on their way to come pick them up. Now, something that makes this couple very lucky is the culture of the Wedge here in Newport Beach. They don't let anyone go into this surf. So the people that are in this surf are very experienced swimmers, and half of them are likely already Lifeguards. Lifeguards that are off duty are able to come and assist with the Lifeguards that are on duty and help the situation come to a good ending when it could have been an absolutely terrible ending. But you see here, the waves are still coming. That jet ski has now been washed off the rocks and is in the water again. Something else I would like to point out here, and for those of you with a keen eye may have noticed, this jet ski went into these rocks not more than 30 seconds ago, and there's already a Lifeguard boat on its way to come help. I'm sure that there are other Lifeguard boats that are already in the area as well, but everybody is coming to this point, and I think it's just an exceptional job by all the Lifeguards in Newport Beach. They immediately reacted and were able to save these people and pull them out of the water. While still on the topic of Lifeguard boats, you could see this one coming in all the way into the surf. Now, this is where only moments ago, a set came in and was breaking. So they timed the sets, waited for it to pass, and now they're all the way in, and they know that they only have a limited amount of time before they can get back out before the next swell comes in. Also, a fun side note, if you haven't checked it out, I have one of these retired Lifeguard boats, and I think they're an incredible, incredible vessel. I get just happy every time I see one. You can check that video out on my channel. I'll link it below if you want to get a closer look at what these Lifeguard boats are like. And you can see here, the people are already rescued not more than 3 minutes after they drove into the Wedge. So incredible job from the Newport Beach Lifeguards. And then towards the end of the video, they are already giving them medical attention. Luckily, both these people were okay. due to their life jackets, and I think the fact that they were able to get off of the jet ski before it went into the rocks, I think that really saved them. And then finally, in this last part, another vehicle backs up so that they can pull the jet ski out of the surf and make it safe again. Well, relatively safe compared to how big these waves are. I tried to do some research to get some news articles on the aftermath of this whole event, what happened to the couple, what happened to the jet ski, all those kinds of things, but I wasn't able to find anything. I think the media is just too short-term memory. However, I will leave you with a couple rumors of what I heard. One, I know the jet ski was destroyed and I believe insurance covered it, and I had seen it a couple times and this thing was completely destroyed. Secondly, there was a big rumor going around that this couple wasn't even actually, a legal couple. The gentleman who rented the ski had a wife, and she allegedly heard about the second girl because of this incident, which I don't know if it's true or not, but it is hilarious thinking that this guy got caught with another girl because he drove a jet ski into the Wedge. Lastly, I do believe he was charged for something here. I think he was charged for reckless endangerment, putting all the lifeguards at risk and all the people in the water at risk. So there was repercussions to his actions. This guy, clearly 0 out of 10 stars. He gets nothing. He needs to be a little more aware. And the lifeguards, on the other hand, get a 10 out of 10 stars. So we get both the good and the bad in this one. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. Let me know you like this kind of content. And I will link this video as well as any others I mentioned in the description below. Go ahead and check it out. SoCal Videos did a great job of covering this whole thing, and without him, I wouldn't have this footage. So be sure to give him support as well. And thank you for sailing with us.